My ride was 14,200 kilometers.
I believe I have only 100 rupees in my bank account. So he given 1 lakh rupees for booking.
Oh.
1 day.
When you started that, there, I decided.
In 10 meters or 20 meters thrown away from the place of the accident. So my bike was somewhere, I was somewhere.
So I myself, Rajesh. I own a black ground, charcoal black ground, not like that one.
No, the TikTok one is the 250 dual color.
And I am a part of this group from past 2.5, 3 years, maybe. How many years? 3 years. And we do rides regularly. Please guys, show up for the rides so that we can continue doing it regularly, so that if many people are showing up, we can make the rides frequent. When there are only admins going for the ride, we feel like we are trying.
So that
You get into that once the center is.
Yeah, that's it. I am studying currently.
No, he's studying. He's not studying college. IAS officer. He's preparing for. He's preparing for IAS. No. He's single.
Single, ready to mingle.
Okay, next Mithun.
Hi guys, I'm Mithun. I'm running my own company related to mapping all this stuff. And I'm been part of DRCB from 2019. And the first bike, and even I joined first club, that is the DRCB. And I met a lot of people, and I've been with them most of the ride I still go. Even I'm married, but sometimes I won't get permission.
Drive and all you used to do more. One day you did one, before one he took
Tanveer, take tips.
and then come to ride the next day.
Next day.
Tanveer, take
But I
tips.
love to ride with these guys.
Finish, you finish.
Good one. Sir, go. Okay,
Yeah.
go stand.
So I stand here so that everybody can see. So my name is Vinish.
Full name
is Babu Mangalesiri. So Mangalesiri is my house name. So I am basically from Kerala, Kollam. I know personally Nitin and Suresh. So he's actually one architect. He's from architecture, and he was working with me. I was part of DOCB earlier. When I bought the domain around 2017 September 4. So that is the Onam festival is there. So that day 2017 I bought the domain because you didn't believe I have only 100 rupees in my bank account. So he given 1 lakh rupees for booking. 1 day.
Nice.
He transferred the money. I like the bike. Immediately I given 1 lakh. He transferred immediately. We moved there. The next day, I didn't have money, first of all. The next day, the next 2 days, actually, we need to take the bike. So, September 4th. So, I told my wife, so I need some money. Be honest. Very honestly, I'm telling you. I don't have money, so I am already fell in love with the bike. So, Suraj already paid 1 lakh rupees. So, 2 lakhs rupees is the budget. So he transferred money. The next day itself transferred money, so I given the money. September 4th, I got the bike. I'm happy.
Okay.
Mask.
No.
For 5 minutes?
No. 2 minutes. Log is going on. Being a wanted person, I'm staying away from camera. How I came to rides. Earlier, I was a person who used to think, क्या दीवाने लोग हैं, people take bikes, go drink tea, breakfast and come, they can have here only, in hotels. Why the shit, these guys take all costly bikes, go so far and come back, that too, and rides on.
And when you say to others, they used to laugh. When you say this to others, they used to laugh.
Correct. No, not others. I was the person who used to feel that.
He was the other.
I was the other at that time. This was somewhere around 2016-17 time when I came here new to Bangalore. What happened, I had a 180cc Pulsar which I sold, and when I got married I thought, okay, done, I go for an Activa. I bought an Activa, then after a few months or years I bought a Dio, then I went to Streak. That Streak, pink one. It used to look super. I was so fat. on it, and the bike was so small. So my wife one day told me, why are you riding the small bike? You can, you know, I used to drop her to college and pick her up. So maybe somebody would have made fun of me. She would have heard it. So she said, why are you using this bike? Buy a bike. Now I was about to sell the Streak and buy a scooter at that point of time. I saw this bike in ad. When I saw this bike, you know, I was like, oh shit. And it cost very cheap also, 1.67. On road 1.78. This Hornet was 1.25 that time. Okay, that was 150cc, that was 400. This had dual channel ABS, all safety features. I was like, oh nice. Then I went and booked this bike. I didn't even do a test ride. Trust me, I came here, just but you felt it in the beginning. When you started that, boom, there. I decided, okay, this is my bike. The bike started first gear. I left the clutch. The guy who gave me the bike, he came, sir, can you ride? Are you okay? I said, okay, I'll take it. I took the bike this way, went there to the signal behind, took a right. TVS 50 is overtaking me. I had to go only till Alsur. Here, I used to stay here at that time. So slow, very slow. I was very scared. Everybody are overtaking. New bike and everybody are looking at the bike. That time we had special respect. Whoever got Dominar.
Even now.
But those days, now we had, like in वो time पे कैसे था?
वो time पे तो
crazy it was.
It was not the imported bike.
Always on headlight. That was the first feature.
Then
up of people saying.
And the dark, one thing is that color was very flashy. I mean, it's still flashy. Dark plum, which never came back again. That color was amazing.
So what happened? I took my bike home. I was like very nervous. Okay, people are looking at me. I was wearing a tinted visor. I was looking like this and but I should not fall out. So no. Then what I did, I took the bike slowly, parked it, covered it, and left it there. And then Tushar bhai, he actually added me to DOC. Then DOC, part of DOC for they said you can ride only if you have gas. Oh shit, I don't have money to buy gas. I go and ask for gas, they are saying 10,000 rupees for jacket. Shit, applied for a credit card, took my credit card, went and I bought that jacket from there. And he helped me to buy that jacket actually. I bought it from Adeshwar. I went there, he was luckily there. And we met there only for the first time. And he got me that discount from there. That was my first riding gear that I bought, along with that 900 rupees wala gloves, that normal one, studs one. So that one I got. Then I that was my first long ride. I had with Dominar. I had to Kerala, my native. Then while coming back, they had a ride to Ambur. That's when I met Venki.
So he'll still save his name, Venki DRCB
Ambur. That ride happened. I was coming back. Then these guys went to Ambur. I came till Krishnagiri, took a ride, and met them. That was my first ride. I was very excited. I'm there, and there's that vlog also. Tushar bhai had created a video of that. I'm there and there. So I saw them. I met them. Oh, full Josh. Wow, full hand, shoulders, and all. And after that, we left that place. First time I'm riding with them. I told clearly to the sweep, Anup is not here now. He told me that Rafiq, I told that I can't ride, I don't know how this goes. He said, ride in front of me. Okay, then slowly, I'm very scared of speed. I like the way they showed hand, legs, this, and everybody were down to earth, as he said, all admins were very kind. That's how I came into this one. And ROK, how I was part was, like this only went for a ride. Suddenly these people, I'm not used to long rides at all. I'm still scared to go anywhere above 300, 400 kilometers with these guys. ROK, what happened? This like this only one breakfast ride we went. I go for small rides with them. Breakfast ride I went sitting there and Tushar bhai announced ROK. He said, anybody interested, raise your hands. I was like, what is this ROK? Don't even know what ROK is. Ravi next to me, Ravi Krishnamurthy was there. He said, bye, I am coming. Shit, okay, I'm also coming. After that, till the day we started to ROK, I was like, shit, why did I raise my hand? I don't know what to do, I'm scared. Till the breakfast point, my mindset was, okay, tell them something and escape. I can't do it. But till breakfast point, when I broke that ice, after that it became chill. Then I enjoyed that ride like anything. Meeting people, foods, different kind of people, different roads, different experience, different gullies, different animals, different places. It was exciting. From that day, I like more of a multi-day ride than compared to the short ones, because that bonding is there. Staying night, waking up. 4 years. I am from the initial part of DOC. From March, I joined this club. DOC then became DRC. What I liked about this group is that we don't promote anything. We are very true. Like, we are fact. What is there? What is there? What is not there? What is not there? We don't take any sponsorship. Everything is our own money. Whatever we do is from our pocket. Like, we have been approached by people trying to sell their products. We have spoken to them in such a way. If your product is worth, give us discount. People like it, they'll buy it. We can't push it. That's why we came out of DOCB.
My name is Gokul. I'm actually not all whatever they're saying. Okay, I am nothing. I am not a rider. I am not anything. I had a 220. It was a very big thing. I fought with my mother, didn't speak for 2 years. She told you, once you're 18, I will buy you a bike. First bike was 220. I clocked 1,40,000 on that without going anywhere except Bengaluru and Chitradurga. That was only one trip to Chitradurga, 1,40,000 within Bengaluru, within city. And I did it in 6 years. I met with accidents and there was some problem for which I randomly asked for the resale value. They told 40k, so I'm like, 40k is too much money, so just sell this bike. I booked a 250 Dominar. Then friends and all be like, you're working now. They just changed my mind, pushed me to 400. I liked the bike actually. I liked the 35 PS Dominar. I get this bike. Till which I am not a traveler, not a biker, nothing. In my workplace, they told me to go to Mangalore. I told okay, and they told you need to hire some bike there so that you can roam. I told I will take my bike. So first ride was Mangalore, from Bangalore to Mangalore. I took my friend along with me, and I liked the way the bike behaved. And then 2-3 short rides, like very short rides, like Rameshwaram and this Tirchi and this Chennai and all these things. And then I, because of Kerala people, basically everybody will like going to Ladakh. They just the way Instagram is flooded with Ladakh, I am like, okay, let's just do this. I sold my MacBook. I had that money in hand, and I had another 70k in savings. So I'm like, didn't tell at home. I told I just go to Ladakh, and you need. I'd given that 70k to my mother, so I told her give me 60k. It was 30k budget. Only Ladakh was the thing. But as the days approached, even in the last day, the plan was to go to Hebbal, go to Hyderabad, go to Ladakh. Then I shifted, and I'm like, let's just spend all the money that we have. The day we have less money left, we'll start directly to Bangalore. Went to Mumbai, Surat, Kevadia, Jodhpur, Bikaner, all these things, whichever were memories in our history books. I just thought, till money is there, we will keep going. I don't think we will do this again in life. My ride was 14,200 kilometers. I went all over India. Like in the middle part, I didn't explore much. So Amritsar, Jammu, Kargil, and all these places. And only Kardungla was the point because of this place, this movie, Dear Comrade. He calls and tells Lily saying, I'm in this place, it's the world's highest motorable road. I remember telling my mother that I will go to this place someday by air or something, but it happened with Dominar. Then after that, because my friend had gone to Nepal, even I was like when we go back to our gang, there will always be this thing like Mohan finished Nepal too. So I was like, okay, let's just go to Nepal also. I went to Nepal, thought I'd go to Bhutan, but then terms were very tough there. They told we need 15 days of quarantine and all that. So cancelled Bhutan, then went towards Guwahati, then one more place, Dauki. The place was very beautiful, but my bad luck, Bengal's floods, the place was dirty, like it had mud in the water, so I couldn't enjoy the actual clear one. And again, I thought I'll enter Bangladesh, go to Dhaka and then come to Kolkata. But then terms for Bangladesh is again tough. They tell that you need to give some deposit to the governments, both of these governments, for which paperwork was very high. It was easy to go in as a person, but with your bike it's tough. So again had to ride back again. Came to Kolkata, then came to Orissa, and then in Tirupati I lost my mind actually. I'm like, let's just go home. It's been too many days that we're away. And if I had left Tirupati that day, the next day I would be in Bangalore. Everything would be fine. Then again this empty feeling that the people, I just heard a lot of bikers say K2K. So I'm like, okay, let's just go to Kanyakumari, then end the ride. No offense with Kerala, but then I've been in, during Sabrimala time, I've been roaming in Kerala too many times. So I'm like, Kerala we'll do some other time. And except Kerala and 2-3 states in the northeast, I finished the borders of India.
Total how many days? 69,
64 days trip and 14,200 kilometers. You can blindly suggest this bike actually. I am not sponsoring this bike, or I'm not saying goods or bad about this bike. It was -8 in Palm. There was snow. Like seats are like hard. It is. The seats are really hard. Like it's stone kind. And like one push, the bike starts. Like no complaints at all. I don't think any other bike in this price bracket will perform this good. I really like this bike too much. Like this is mad power. This is like from the first gear, it's just too much power. I really like this bike. And yeah, that's about me.
So this kind of the ride experience can be motivational to many of the riders.
Main rule of our the group, we stand by it, is because we have seen what they can save and what can happen without those. We have seen live examples. We in the rides can be in the group, but riding, no, the basic thing that we always keep on. That's the reason the pin post will always have that message of riding gears. Right? Without that, we don't want anyone to come and hurt themselves. I don't want to say the examples, but there are.
I can say the example. Myself, when I was going to my hometown solo, November 3rd, 2019. So I had all the gears, including like the boots, everything. So that was the time like when Singasandra new road bump had come. That was not like a speed breaker. That was even worse than that. It was around 3:30 in the AM. Lights were there, like the street lights, but there were no signboards of this hump ahead. I was in around 1:30, and like from here near the McDonald's thing, I could see the hump there. Like there was just barely some light was there, and I could, as soon as I saw that, I just stomped the brake, and I did like as quick gear downs as I could. I remember bringing the bike down to 60, then one hit, that's it. I somehow managed to get the grip of it. I landed, then I got 3 tank slaps, that's all that I remember, then I was on the ground. So luckily, today I'm alive and healthy without a single scratch on my body because of the riding gears. But the riding gears can actually protect you. The only damage that I had that day, like you guys won't believe me, I had like cars behind me, but I was like speeding that day. Like I know that I'm not supposed to ride that fast inside the city. Since it was an open stretch and nothing was there, that's when I opened the throttle. So luckily I was there without any issues, just the bike and me. I was like around like 10 meters or 20 meters thrown away from the place of the accident. So my bike was somewhere, I was somewhere. When I got up, all that I remember was like, I was like just looking at myself, and that was a brand new helmet that time. I bought a HJC that time. I was like, shit, some scratch on the helmet. Okay, nothing. I just got up and I went and sat there, and people helped me remove all the gears and everything. I was like very surprised that nothing had happened. Then I kept my hand like this. Then I understood, I was like, shit, some pain is there. I had broken my collarbone there. Just only that stuff. You guys won't believe the amount of damage that jacket had taken that day. I'm like thankful to God that I was wearing all the gears there. So yeah.
Yeah,
so always the safety is the first. So always, that's the reason in the DRCB, not even DRCB, wherever we'll go, so always use the riding jacket, riding gears, riding helmet, gloves, So the first the thing actually, we always, whatever the accident happen, we use hands. So always use the gloves. So that can be actually, it's a very good thing actually, gloves, because normally people helmet and boot and riding jacket, everything, but without gloves. So at the end of the day, the fractures will come on the.
I'd like to add to that. So as I said, like I started with Enfield and then CBR. This was from my Enfield. I was having a proper leather jacket and I was riding on Manali to Dehradun. So everything was like absolutely fine. We were returning and within an hour, I mean, we just crossed the Chandigarh and then like in an hour or two we'll be at home. That was my MBA times. So what happened, right? It was around like 5:30 in the evening. It was a dusty road. Now from opposite lane, a car hit a dog. And dog fall right in front of my front tire. You have like hardly 2 seconds or something to brake up. I tried. I couldn't control anything because the dog was intact. Like it's absolutely just like it took. It touched my front wheel and then it passed on, and I lost control. And I was like a Superman pose in the air for almost like 3 to 4 seconds or something. When I fall, this whole jacket it's completely torn out from here to here. The jacket took a big hit, and I was having the same bracelet that time. Then I realized whenever anyone goes to ride, right? There was a strict thing, no matter whether you are in gates or not, but make sure that you have like a minimum ornaments or minimum, other accessories like rings, watches and everything. The only scratch I had was like this bracelet. It started scratching from here to here. So I lost like, it was in the jacket, so it took a hit. But what happened? This is a solid and the tar is a solid, right? In the jacket, inside the jacket, this bracelet started like going back, and then that's how it was kind of a jam, skin, jacket, and this metal piece. They started like cutting it out. So that's very important lesson I understood. Though you are in a proper game, you have to keep your accessories to the minimum possible.
Yeah. I want to add, actually, I am not against people who overspeed. You're buying money, it's your bike, it's your money, you have all the rights to go ahead. But you will not believe I didn't cross 100 km throughout 14,200 kilometers. And not above 80 in the 14,200 kilometers. The last day, like Kanyakumari to Bangalore, because I was excited to come to Bangalore, that's when I touched 100. Like 100 was the max speed. The bike will, like any bike, keep it under the 80, it's very much handleable. Go, it's your money, do it. But do it only when it's safe. Like even if you crash, you are going to crash alone. You are not going to touch anybody. It is absolute. Like what? The fault is on your end totally. Like I met with an accident on 220. I was speeding 100 km plus Old Madras Road. I learned it the hard way. There is fun in 80. There is fun in 80. Don't drop below 80. When you don't drop below 80, there is so much fun. The way you keep your bike at 80 and don't go above 100, it is a lot of fun. Try it. It is a lot of fun.
I believe the Dominar is very stable because I've been through humps. I know most of you guys might have gone, because they are very unmarked, right? I've been through humps on 80, 100s, and still, even I'm overweight. But still, the bike is also overweight, I would say, right? 180, 180 kilo. It falls on the bike. It falls on the road the same way, right? It has a lot of stability. The only thing is you need to learn to control when it falls on the road, right? You panic at that point of time, then your bike will not help you. Right?
Bulk order we had made. People who ordered, please. So you can collect it from him and. Huh? 1 second. Don't ask for the price, huh? I will record it for one.
Meeting is done. They play some bulk order, so they are giving now. So after the bulk order, we will check for badges and stickers. I don't have my badge actually. I gave in last XBC meetup.
First, who doesn't have? We have less no.
No. So you want to take video?
Give him one, bro, because he is Tyagi.
Ah.
Give your also one, Binish.
To the 6K store.
The sticker has become little old, so done. Last sticker I had.
Who is the lucky boy?
Huh?
Thank you. TikTok. I have a surprise here for me.
Please like, share and subscribe to his channel.
Thank you.
Meeting us, it was a pleasure. Chuma, I'm telling this, don't take it. But it is fun riding with people, getting to know new people. It's always amazing. Yeah, they already told about gears and all. It is very difficult to say no to somebody who wakes up morning 4 AM, comes and waits there without gears. So we try to accommodate in a different way, but we ask them to buy. Nowadays we are doing that. But anybody has anything that we need to improve, see, it can be, it's a two-way talk. What you want us to do, something you want us to suggest, like how. I forgot. I'm really sorry that biryani came out because I am a foodie, so I totally forgot about vegetarians. I'm really sorry about that.
No, I was just joking.
No, understood. But
Bike lineup.
New mount.
Yeah, how many are there? Around 30-40. Yeah? Whose bike is this, man? TikTok color?
Oh, new one. That's my bike, bro. That's my bike.
This is your bike, I know. You use it? Huh?
Your bike, bro.
So everyone are leaving. I am also going home. Chief's bike, ah? Why sound? Ah.
still recording, huh?
Ah, it will be on only. Bye bye. The meetup is done and I'm heading back home. It's like a small meetup, hardly for like 2.5 hours, not more than that. But we get to know many people's experiences and why they came into biking and how passionate they are about biking and how biking has changed their lives. I cannot show you everything on the camera because it will be a lengthy video already. It will be too lengthy. I reached home and I had lunch, so that was it for the meeting at Gupshup. As I already told, Gupshup is like conversation, so we had many conversations, and catch-ups like this will make people get to know others well and also make them comfortable during rides. So it's not only about conducting rides, catch-ups like this will be good so that people will know about others' experiences, what they went through and the experiences of rides, and also driving responsibly, because driving safe will keep you safer, but driving responsible will keep others on the road safer. So it's like drive safe and drive responsible, and also the importance of safety gear and everything. I should say this catch-up was a very good one, and I hope you guys like the video. If you guys like the video, please press the like button, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Our channel not only has content related to motovlogging, we also have content related to travel and lifestyle. This is me, Europace, signing off. Catch you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.